Alright. That's part 2 of the What is Python lecture series. So in the previous lecture, we stopped at Python being a high-level language. So again, Python is a high-level programming language. But what does this high-level even mean? And to understand it, we need to dive deep into how computer quote-unquote thinks. And the thing is that a computer is extremely dumb. It doesn't know what hello means. It doesn't understand how to add 2 plus 2. All it knows is just ones and zeros. And in terms of hardware, wait a minute, I shouldn't say tech terms without defining what they mean. So if you don't know what hardware is, relax. It just refers to all the physical parts of a computer, like keyboard, monitor, mouse, motherboard, graphics card, central processing unit, i.e. CPU, different drives, wires, so physical, real parts of the computer that you can touch. And you get the idea, right? So speaking of hardware, the circuits in a computer's processor are made up of billions of transistors. And a transistor is a tiny switch that is activated by electronic signals it receives. It's actually similar to a light switch. 1 is used to reflect the on state of a transistor, and 0 is used for the off state. So the computer is really stupid, but man, is it fast! Dumber than us, but faster. Okay? The key of it all is dumber, but faster. So we humans found out the way to use its capabilities for our purposes. It turned out that computers can understand the instructions that are composed of zeros and ones. And instructions given to the computer in zeros and ones are known as machine language. The machine language consists entirely of numbers and is almost impossible for humans to read and write. Because of that, we created a bit more abstract language, so it can contain English-like words. It's called assembly language. And the assembly language contains the same instructions as the machine language, but the instructions and variables have names instead of being just numbers. It's obviously way handier than working with pure binary numbers, i.e. ones and zeros, right? Alright. So these two, the machine language and the assembly language together, are considered to be the low-level languages. Programs written in low-level languages are fast and memory efficient. They are mostly used to develop operating systems, device drivers, databases, and applications that require direct hardware access. Okay, now that we know something about low-level languages, let's discuss what are high-level languages. So, high-level programming languages are programming languages with strong abstraction. It means that they are closer to human languages and further from machine languages. They may also automate significant areas of computing systems for you, things like memory management. But the key is that high-level language allows the programmer to write programs using words and phrases native to human beings, that then gets converted into the more complex machine code that is then run by the CPU, which is like a computer brain. Alright, remember that list of most popular programming languages I've shown you before? This one. Guess what? All of them are high-level programming languages, which kinda makes sense if you look at the difference between high-level and low-level languages. Okay, so the low-level language is a machine-readable form of program, and therefore it's tough for us to understand it. Whereas the high-level language is designed to be human-readable, hence it's easy for us to understand it. It's a real nightmare for programmers to debug, meaning finding and correcting errors, and maintain low-level programs, while it's really simple to debug and maintain with high-level languages. Programs written in low-level languages are more memory efficient, comparing with high-level languages. A low-level programming language interacts directly with the registers and memory. Since instructions written in low-level languages are machine-dependent, programs developed using low-level languages are machine-dependent and aren't portable, which is not the case for high-level languages, since their programs can run on any platform. Okay, that's great. Now we are pretty familiar with high and low-level programming languages. Let's continue breaking down the Python definition. Python is an object-oriented programming language. and you will find out what it is and what it means in the upcoming lecture. And may curiosity be with you.